Okay, I'm looking at our Windows 7 virtual machine, and I've loaded Terabit Virus Maker. And this is a very simplistic program. And one thing I want to remind you of, I think I've mentioned it previously in another session, but as far as hacker tools go, you may want to load them on a box. In most cases, you'll have to load them on a box that does not have antivirus loaded on it, because obviously antivirus software will pick up these tools as hacker tools and isolate them, make it so you can't use them. They'll be isolated, they'll be eradicated, cleaned, whatever. So you want to put these on a box that you don't care if it gets infected or contaminated. One thing I will mention is that a lot of penetration testers, myself included, if you're going to use Windows hacker tools, use them on XP. It's a little bit better because Windows 7 and Windows 8 both, and even Windows Vista to a degree, all have enhanced security features that make some of these hacker tools inert on your box. They don't do anything because the box won't let them, because Windows 7 and 8 are more secure. So you want to run these on XP if you possibly can. I'm running this on Windows 7, not a big deal for it, but just to let you know that that's a consideration sometimes. We talked about tools around the first of the course, and we talked about the value of Windows versus Linux tools, and I will tell you that there are some good Windows tools out there, but you probably are going to be better off using them on a Windows XP box than a Windows 7 box, for the most part. So if I were you, I would create a Windows 7 standalone laptop for most things, for your reports, your email, and so forth, and I would not run your hacker tools on that. On another laptop or even a virtual machine, I would install Windows XP and install all the Windows hacker tools that you want on it, and obviously with no antivirus on there. So just took a little time to tell you that, because in some cases you can have difficulty installing some of these tools on Windows 7 and Windows 8. So getting back to Terabit Virus Maker here, there's some things you can make this do, and some of these are fairly innocuous. You can change the keyboard and mouse around a little bit, remap the keys and so forth. Avoid opening calculator, copy and move window. This prevents them from doing this. Avoid opening GP edit. Avoid opening media player. Different things. Adding Windows users. Cleaning off the clipboard so they can't save anything to the clipboard. Logging them off automatically. Deleting all the files in my documents. So some cute little things, obviously. Disable CMD, disable regedit. So some cute little things that would probably, at the very minimum, irritate a user. But when you start checking things like format all hard drives, well, that's probably going to do more than irritation. So this Terabit Virus Maker can do some interesting things. And you can even create binders that it would execute at the first run here, fake error messages, run custom commands on the box, and you can even add fake kilobytes to the virus to pad it out so that its size looks different than what it should. And in some cases, this might be to avoid antivirus detection. The file name after install, the file icon Word, the file name virus.exe. And you could create the virus by clicking the box, and it'll go through its little deal and sit here and see what it does here for a second. That's the other thing too, is loading it on a Windows 7 box can severely degrade your performance with some of these tools, because they have to navigate around all the security features and some of the more complex operating system features. A lot of these tools were designed to run on something like Windows XP, not necessarily Windows 7 and 8, because a lot of these tools are a little bit older. And we can select the file path. I'm just going to put my documents here. We're going to say OK to that, and it's created my virus successfully. We can go and take a look at that if we want. Let's open up my documents and see what it stuck in there. There we go. And there is our virus right there. And I'm not going to execute it or anything like that, but so we've seen how to create a virus with Terabit Virus Maker, a really easy program to use. And we didn't give it a lot of complicated options, so it probably wouldn't do us very much harm, but it can do some damage. So that's just a demonstration of a virus maker. And again, there are tons of them out there, most of them probably for Windows. So that's just one example of one program out of the thousands that you can use to create a virus.